Most people associate Champagne with sprawling corporate factories designed to produce millions of identical bottles. However, the most compelling expressions often emerge from a much smaller, highly concentrated footprint. Take the Grumier family. They have been cultivating vines in the village of Ventouilles for 12 consecutive generations, dating all the way back to 1743. While Armand Grumier officially founded the modern house in 1928, the estate is currently driven by the restless, heavily hands-on energy of Fabien and Helene Grumier. 12 generations of survival in the Marne Valley have codified a specific operational blueprint, a set of rules that dictates every decision made in the soil and the cellar. That geographic footprint is exact: 9 hectares of vines, meticulously divided across 39 distinct plots, right here in the Marne Valley. This diagram shows the specific soil architecture beneath those vines. A deep mix of clay and limestone forces the roots to push further down for nutrients, while simultaneously providing excellent natural water drainage. From that specific soil, the family pulls 3 specific raw materials. The harvest is dominated by Pinot Meunier, supplemented by carefully measured yields of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. So if you only have 1 soil type and 3 grape varieties, how do you engineer a portfolio of 8 distinctly different champagnes? The answer is found in the cellar. It starts at the press, where the grapes are handled so gently that only the highest quality juice, the tête de cuvée, is isolated for the primary batches. Then comes a crucial biochemical decision in the winemaking process. This flowchart outlines standard malolactic fermentation, which softens a wine's natural acid. But the Grumier estate deliberately blocks or heavily limits this reaction, locking in a vibrant, crisp acidity. Skipping an industry-standard step is a calculated engineering choice designed to capture the raw, energetic profile the grapes developed out in the vineyard. They also diverge from modern stainless steel aging. For decades, the family has heavily utilized 228-liter oak barrels and massive wooden foudres to age their wine. Inside these barrels, the winemakers perform batonnage, stirring the settled lees back into the liquid. This deliberate, controlled oxygen exposure builds a silky, complex texture into the reserve wines. This brings us to the estate's proprietary aging architecture, a Solera system known as the Reserve Perpetual, initiated in 2005. Each year, a portion of the fresh, high-tension harvest is physically blended directly into this continuous, evolving reserve of older oak-aged vintages. The result is a liquid memory bank, fusing the bright energy of today's yield with the powerful complexity drawn from the last 2 decades. By doing this, the cellar functions as a temporal manipulation tool. Time and texture become distinct, controllable ingredients in the winemaker's hands. Now we can map how these specific variables, the 39 plots, the blocked fermentation, the oak, and the Solera, generate 8 completely distinct bottles. This matrix organizes the entire Grumier portfolio. First, the core terroir expressions. Eau My Vallée is a generous Pinot Meunier and Pinot Noir blend, while Blanc de Ventouilles isolates a pure 100% Chardonnay plot. Next, the Solera expressions. Reserve Perpetual is the masterclass in oak-aged complexity, and Instant Nature takes that same base but ages it for 48 months on the lees with absolutely 0 added dosage. Then we have the targeted variations. Cœur de Rosé delivers a sharp, hearty aromatic profile, while Les Plats Pierres is an extra brut vintage pulled exclusively from a single vineyard managed across several generations. Finally, the ultra-exclusive experiments and tributes. Les Rosiers limits itself to a single plot, single grape, and single vintage, and Amande is an extra brut homage dedicated to the founder's original 1928 harvest. Every bottle in the portfolio functions as a calculated, engineered outcome of manipulating specific mechanical variables. Honoring a 12-generation legacy involves more than operating a museum or remaining frozen in time. By grounding themselves in an ancestral respect for the Marne Valley soil, while applying rigorous innovation in the cellar, the estate consistently expands the definition of what artisanal champagne can be. The Grumier family treats their 1743 origins as a source of kinetic energy, powering a constant push for new, technical expressions in the Marne Valley.